What the hell? Dead. I am sick of your crap.
Silence, boy. You have no right to speak that way in my house.
Hades, don't you pretend you raise some perfect god. Zagreus has every right to express himself.
And what of you, Megara? How dare you take his side?
I am just saying he is not the irresponsible
But you paint him to be. You should respect him for trying.
Finally, someone with a brain in this damn house. Thanks, Mag.
Enough. Your defiance will only lead to more suffering. Learn your place.
Suffering.
Is that all he gets from you? Criticism and disdain. Ray as bad as him sometimes.
Goddamned right she is. You Ray always so quick to berate me. But what about yourself?
I am the ruler of the underworld. I have duties.
Entering. What is going on here?
Your precious son and father are having a heart-to-heart about respect.
Dadas being his usual condescending self, as per usual.
This isn't he helping. Hades, maybe you should.
No interference.
Thanatos, this is between me and my rebellious offspring.
You know what? Screw it. I am done with this conversation, and with you. Dead.
Boy, your persistence in defying me is unbelievable.
Well, dead. You Ray not exactly a warm and fuzzy guy. Maybe if you showed a bit more love, I wouldn't he feel the need to run away all the time.
Oh, spare us both the sentimental crap. Yes, your father. Zagreus. Deal with it or leave the underworld forever.
Megara, let us know.
Alright, boy, time to teach you a new trick. Snorts and Wig's tail. That ass enthusiasm. Now, focus. I want you to.
What the hell are you doing with my dog?
He has not your dog. He has Cerberus, and I am trying to train him.
Crosses her arms. Well, stop it. Right now.
Boy, the Furies do not.
Blood and darkness. Dead. You Ray so out of touch. I was just saying Loki to do so.
Boy, what in Tartarus does that mean? Spit it out.
It means secretly or quietly. Like, Loki obsessed with you. Winks at Hades.
Oh, please. Zagreus, spare me the act. You Ray just trying to provoke your old man. I bet he has no idea what Loki even is.
Megara.
Have you heard about Thanatos? Bro, he has been collecting souls like there is no tomorrow.
Sigh, yes. The pandemic has certainly kept his hands full. Not that I am complaining about the influx of souls to process.
Ugh, what a perfect time for him to flex his death muscles. Can't he even escape the inevitable when you Ray stuck inside with COVID?
Yeah, I feel ya, Megara, but come on, Hades. Don't you think this might be a good chance to lighten up? Let me try my escape at least.
Boy, your timing could not be worse. Focus on helping Thanatos for once. Your selfish desires are the last thing I care about right now.
Frustrated bloody hell, this pandemic is screwing everything up. Can't he even get a word in edgewise around here?
Silence, Zagreus. Show some respect in times of crisis.
Hayes.
Motherhood. It changes you in ways I never could be imagined. Nyx.
Chuckles darkly. Oh, Dante, I know it. The power to bear life and death in your womb. It has a heavy burden, darling.
Interrupting burden. It has the ultimate responsibility, and one you seem to have abandoned so easily. Persephone.
Hades, please, we can discuss this rationally. As mothers, we understand.
All right. Hypnos, I need your help with a little project.
Oh! What kind of mischief are you brewing, bro?
I want to prank Dad. Make him look like an idiot in front of everyone in the house.
Edring, is this about his stupid escapism possible routine again?
Bingo. He thinks he is so smart, but he is just a stubborn prick who won't accept the truth.
Cautiously, Zagreus, are you sure this is wise? We shouldn't provoke Hades unnecessarily.
Relax. Thanatos. It'll be harmless. Just a bit of fun to show him he dead. Check out these new fashions I've brought from the surface. They're going to start a revolution down here.
Boy, what kind of nonsense are you peddling now? We don't need some frivolous human trend infecting our house.
Ha! Let us see how those trends look on a Fury. I bet they'll clash with my style something fierce.
Chuckles, Zagreus has always had an eye for unique aesthetics. I suppose it could add some color.
I bet you can keep up with me, old girl.
Iraeon, Prince Pipsqueak, but don't expect any sympathy from me if your stomach can handle it.
Entering. What has all this ruckus? And why are you encouraging such reckless behavior?
Just a friendly drinking contest with Megara, father dearest.
Unwise and childish. Both of you need to focus.
Hey, Charon, I thought you could only grunt and groan.
Looks at Zagreus with a raised eyebrow nonetheless. When no one else watching, I can use words.
Watson, what else going on here? You talking? Boat guy.
It seems the prince finally figured it out. Look.
Whoa, so all this time.
Irae really serious about this? Aren't you, Dusa? Fine. I'll teach you some moves.
Oh, thank you! Megara! You won't regret it. Nervously stutters. I want to be able to protect myself, even from Vixen if needed.
Vixen? Huh. She has a handful, all right. Chuckles darkly, but first things first, you need to learn how to block an attack without getting your throat ripped out. What a mess. Thanatos, Irae the god of death, and your little pandemic can even kill people fast enough.
Megara, that's not a little anything. This virus spreads faster than any infernal shadow.
And you can keep up. I've seen Karen dealing with more souls in a night.
It's complicated. Souls are slipping through the cracks. The underworld is clogged.
Entering. What's all the fuss about? Thanatos having trouble collecting souls.
Ha! Our beloved brother of sleep can handle his workload during a pandemic.
It's not like that, Zagreus.
Blood and darkness. Then, how has the soul collection business been going during all this pandemonium? I mean, apart from my countless failed escapes.
Sizewell, it has been a real challenge. Souls have been few and far between in Tartarus lately. The damned are holed up in their homes, afraid of the shadows encircling them.
Yeah, I can imagine. The living are freaking out as much as we thought they would.
The damned souls just keep coming, Zagreus. It's like a plague down here.
A pandemic in the...
Shut it. I've been dealing with more than just your typical barbarian filth lately. The Stygian depths are overflowing with sick fuckers who can't even die properly.
Entering the room. Ah, so this is why you were late for guard duty, then. Is he making friends with the dying?
It's not my fault. Magia, they
All right. Let us get this over with. Dusa. Self-defense basics. Follow my lad.
Yes, Megara! Nervously no—
First, maintain your distance from a potential attacker. You can T-punch shadows, you dimwit.
Oh!
Second, if the psycho gets too close, aim for their groin or eyes. Soft targets, easy to hit.
Hypnos, how many souls have you driven mad with your inane advice since my son last escaped?
Oh, don't he be so serious all the time? The shades are just looking for a laugh.
Well, if you call encouraging them to hurl themselves into oblivion a good time.
Hey, that's what they signed up for. No one forced them into the underworld.
And that's your point of view as someone who can feel empathy or guilt.
What in Tartarus is going on? I get back from a meeting and the entire house is in disarray.
Oh, Hades! And as a surprise for Nyx, stuttering excitedly, we didn't want to disturb you.
Yeah, Dusa organized the whole thing without me even knowing.
A surprise? For who?
Entering with other Fury surprise party for our dear Mistress Nyx, Hades.
Sternly, you can just throw a celebration in the underworld without my explicit consent.
But we thought, since it as her first anniversary as Queen of the Night.
And consider—
Alright, I'm gonna try to explain video games to you guys. It's like a simulation of life in the underworld, but less hellish.
A simulation? What nonsense. This house has no room for frivolous distractions like your video games.
Frivolous? They ray fucking intense. You can die 1,000 times, face impossible odds, and still keep playing just to see what happens next. It's cathartic.
So you revel in failure, then? That sounds pathetic.
Pathetic? Hell no, it's exhilarating. Every death teaches you something new, helps you level up, gives you power. It's a cycle of self-improvement and progress.
And this progress...
So, I've been experimenting with some fashion ideas in my spare time. What do you think of this new look?
Fashion. You know I have no use for such petty concerns, Zagreus.
Oh, come on, Meg. Lighten up. I'm just trying to mix things up down here.
Entering the room. What I saw the commotion about.
Thanatos, my friend, behold, the future of underworld fashion, or at least, what could be the future if people would actually follow trends.
You raised serious about this, I swear. That boy has no sense of self-preservation, or common decency.
It's not like him to be so reckless. Something must be driving him.
If you ask me, it asks his bloody-minded refusal to accept the underworld as his fate. And maybe there is still something between us that he can let go of.
Megara.
No, Thanatos.
All right, bro, I got the perfect idea for a prank on Dad.
Oh, let me hear it, twin.
We leave—
Blood and darkness. Hypnos. That is genius. You want to know what hit him?
I know, right? And when he storms into Dada's office—
To good. This is going to make his day, or should I say, his eternal damnation.
laughs. Oh man, Zagreus, you always know how to make me laugh.
Well, it's a tough job, but someone has got to keep the mood light in this house of horrors. Dad, what else with you? I escape, try to find Mom, and this is how you react.
You're wasting your efforts and my patience. How many times do I have to tell you? The mortal realm is not for the likes of us.
Entering a look. All right. Listen up, Dusa. I am teaching you some self-defense moves. Pay attention.
Oh, thank you so much. Ivy always wanted to learn.
Shut up and watch.
Like this. Tries to mimic Megara.
No. Keep your fist tight. Corrects Dusa's form now. Hit me.
Oh, okay. Tentatively lands a weak blow on Megara. Looking worried.
That sucked. Remember, aim for pressure points, like the nose or throat. Demonstrates again, go.
Lands a solid punch to Megara's nose with a skull of surprise and satisfaction. I did it. Thank you.
Urea natural. When you Dante hold back, wipes her bleeding nose.
Hey, looks like our Megares taking up some new hobbies. Grins at the
All right, you little sparrow. Today we work on fending off a fury.
But Megara, I am not sure there is no need to.
Oh, shut it. Dusa, Urea about as useful in a fight as a limp noodle. Now pay attention.
Entering the scene. Well, looks like a Fury has been giving self-defense lessons around here.
Glaring at Zagreus. It asks not for your entertainment. Boy, this is serious training.
Oh, hi Zagreus. Megara is just trying to help me.
Interrupting. Dante make excuses. Dusa, you need to be prepared.
Hey, Zagreus. Ivy got the most brilliant idea to help those poor shades in Tartarus.
Oh boy, Hypnos. We know how your brilliant ideas usually turn out.
Rolls eyes, yeah. He once suggested they just sleep it off. Like all their problems would vanish in dreams.
The fool. Does he think Tartarus is a boarding house for wayward souls?
Hey, cut me some slack. I was just trying to give them a break from suffering. Besides... sleeping helps you forget your worries. They should all just conk out until they wake up in Elysium.
Shakes had Hypnos. That's the worst advice I've ever heard.
Smirk's good thing he only has to deal with sleeping mortals, not the undead shades of Tartarus. They wouldn't appreciate his relaxation techniques.
Ah, Simone, you guys. You're no fun. I am just trying to help. Yawns.
Yes, right. Though, we should do something for those poor souls.
But not whatever half-baked crap Hypnos is paddling.
Boy, Uray really pushing my patience today. Hades grumbles, his voice dripping with annoyance. Escaping the house again. How? Do you have any idea how much trouble that causes?
Scuffso, please. Dad, it is not like I am causing catastrophes on a daily basis. And it is called trying to escape damnation, not pushing your patience.
Escaping damnation, he retorts, his expression darkening with disdain. You'll never escape the underworld. Boy, it has in your blood.
That's just it. My blood should be enough for you to let me go. I am your son, not some infernal prisoner.
Walks up to them, her eyes flashing with irritation enough. Both of you. Hades is right. Running away won't he change anything. It has time Zagreus accepted his fate here.
Turns to Megara, a hint of defiance in his gaze. Really. You think being cooped up in this mausoleum is my fate?
Crosses her arms. Unflinching yes. It is the only way you'll ever truly be safe.
Cuts in, his voice cold as stone, safe from what, exactly? The world above can offer you anything we Dante already provide.
You know nothing about it, Dad, and Megara's just spouting more of your lies.
Her face twists in a sneer. At least I am not the one trying to defy the gods and get himself killed over and over again.
The audacity of those two to think they could make a deal behind my back.
I heard Karen was offering Hermes a cut of the coin trade if he gets the souls to him faster. Talk about exploiting the dead.
Fools! They don't realize what is at stake here. The soul traffic is the lifeblood of this house, and they rage jeopardizing it for their petty gains.
Yeah, but who knows? If Karen can shave some time off delivery, maybe we'll see an uptick in coin flow. Could be good for business.
Ugh. I wish you had more sense than to entertain such notions. Megara, the moment they start cutting corners and risking the quality of their service.
Then what? We punish them by withholding Stygian contracts. That one to get us any closer to controlling that damn river.
Control is exactly what I am after here. These two are playing with fire, thinking they can outmaneuver me. They'll learn the hard way when I show them my displeasure.
Oh, I am sure Zagreus will be thrilled to hear you threatening his friends over some coin deals. Real constructive, that approach of yours.
Silence. You think I care about your opinions on this matter? Fury, your duty is clear. Obey me and enforce the rules as I see fit.
Yes, Hades. Bow his head in submission, but know that if you keep playing this heavy-handed game, it could cost us more than just some souls.
Will he see about that? I have no intention of letting these traitors undermine my authority in the underworld. Mark my words, they will pay for their insolence.
Motherhood. It is like navigating the labyrinth, isn't it, Nyx? Never knowing what twist lies ahead.
Indeed, Queen Persephone, from the moment a seed takes root, the journey is fraught with uncertainty and darkness, but also beauty, if one has the eyes to see it.
You ray right, of course. As a mother myself now, I marvel at the resilience of those little souls, even as they face the infernal shadows encircling their own.
And the mothers who guide them, often with love tempered by sorrow and sacrifice. It is not an easy path to tread. Blood and darkness, your son is a firebrand.
Lefs. Oh, Nyx, you know Zagreus all too well. His determination can be as blinding as the sticks in daylight. I just hope one day he'll understand that sometimes a mother-ass wisdom trumps even her child-ass fiery spirit.
Wisdom often grows from bitter roots, my dear Persephone. Perhaps in time your son will learn to value it, and you.
Smiling sadly, may the fates smile upon us both. I only wish to shield him from the pain that drove me away from Hades' side for so long.
Ah, but that pain is what forged you into the queen of the champs Alces now. You've become strong enough to weather any tempest. Your son will learn from you in his own time.
Nodding, yes, I must have faith. The cycles of life are endless. After all, in death as in birth, darkness gives way to light once more.
The eternal dance continues, Queen Persephone. May your steps be guided by love and wisdom from this day forth.
Thank you, Nyx. Your words are a balm to my weary soul. You see? Hades, gardening isn't just about digging holes and planting seeds. It is about nurturing life.
And what exactly do you expect me to nurture? A few weeds in the underworld.
Weeds, no. The asphodel and papyrus that line the sticks. They need care and attention to thrive.
I have more important things to attend to than coddling plants, like ruling the dead.
And yet you've seen how Zagreus' attempts at escape bring life and hope back into the house, just as gardens can revitalize even the bleakest of spaces.
Entering. Ugh, is this another one of your fine meaning in dirt sermons?
Megara, always so quick to judge. There is beauty in growth and renewal, even here in Tartarus.
Sighs. You two are impossible. I believe the power of plants when I see Elysium sprouting from the underworld soil.
Well, one day you might be surprised to find that even the darkest of shadows can encircle something lovely, like a well-tended garden.
Rolls her eyes. Yeah, right. Hades will probably try to prune the flowers with his infernal hands before they've even bloomed.
Enough. I want to be lectured about the wonders of nature by two who know nothing of my duties.
Memories of Patroclus never fade, not in death, not even with the passage of time. In my final battle, I held him close, my body over his as the fire consumed us both.
You sacrificed yourself to save him.
A choice made easier by our love for each other. When we trained, when we left, it was as if only two souls existed in all the world.
Sounds like some blissful fantasy of a human heart. But what happens now that he has dead? And you, Ray, here?
Patroclus may be gone, but his spirit remains with me always. As for myself, I find solace in serving the House of Hades, even if it means never leaving this dark realm.
You must miss him terribly still, Achilles, to give up everything and then lose them.
Sighs deeply. It has not a burden I trade for anything. My love for Patroclus was pure, complete in its passion and its pain. To be without him would have been to wither away like the leaves of autumn.
Enough, Achilles. Your sentimental drivel is wasted on us. The past is dead. You should focus on your duties here.
Scowls, as you command, Lord Hades. But know this, my heart will always carry the warmth and light Patroclus brought to it.
I can believe we Ray finally up here on the surface of the world.
You know, for someone who is supposed to be the god of death, you sure love looking at stars.
Shut up and look with me. Gestures towards the sky. Have you ever seen so many lights in your entire existence?
Laughs well, I haven't exactly been a night owl, living down there in eternal darkness all the time.
Exactly my point. You have no idea what you've missed out on. Up here with me, under these stars.
Appears unexpectedly, leaning against an invisible wall. What? Did you finally get bored of your little tantrums and decide to bond over the cosmos instead?
Megara, you startled us. This is Thanatos' idea. He wanted to show me things up here.
Scoffs, I am sure it has got nothing to do with you finally getting a look at your precious twin brother, Hypnos, who is probably snoring his way through the constellations as we speak.
Megara, leave him alone.
Or what? You'll send me back to Tartarus. Don't you worry. I can handle myself. Smirks.
Interrupts, hey, let us not fight here. It is beautiful. We should appreciate this moment together.
Yes, Zagreus is right. Nods at Megara. Come on, Fury. You know you love to gaze upon the stars with us mortals turned immortals.
Fine. I'll stay for a little while. But don't you expect me to start sipping nectar and dancing under the moonlight anytime soon?
Smirks no promises, Megara. Who knows? You might just find yourself falling for this whole stargazing thing. So, Achilles, give me the lowdown on your battle techniques back in Greece.
Well, boy, it is not about just hacking away with a sword. It is all about strategy and finesse. You must know your enemy has weaknesses and exploit them mercilessly.
Yeah. Heard that before, but what worked for you on the battlefield?
Patience and focus. I never underestimated my foes, no matter how seemingly insignificant they were. Every opponent had a chink in their armor, waiting to be discovered and exploited.
Okay, I get it. So it's all about reading people, or monsters, and adapting your approach on the fly. Got it.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of psychology either. A well-timed taunt or act of mercy can break an enemy's resolve and make them more susceptible to defeat.
Taunts. Huh, never thought I'd be using those down here. But hell, if it helps me escape.
Just remember, Zagreus, the key is balance. Too much aggression will leave you open, while too little will give your enemies an opening. Find that sweet spot, and you'll be unstoppable.
Alright then, let us put this to the test. Time for me to take on some more monsters and see if I can make myself a legend down here.
Remember, boy, it is not just about winning battles. It is about learning from them, adapting, and always keeping your wits about you. Now go out there and show the underworld what you're made of.
Look, Dusa, I know you're really scared of that bitch Vixen, but you can let her walk all over you. Time to learn some real self-defense.
But Megara, I don't want to fight anyone.
Don't be an idiot. You think I wanted to become a Fury. It is better than being some whimpering pushover like you.
Please! I'm just trying to...
Shut it and listen, or so help me I'll throw you into the river Styx myself.
Whoa, easy there, Meg. We all have our rough edges. Let us try a gentler approach.
Bah, you know better than your pathetic excuses for parents.
Megara, language, please. Dusa's just trying to learn from the best of us.
Oh sure, Queenie, always taking her little boy aside. What do you know about real strength?
I've faced my own share of adversity and darkness. Thank you very much. Now let us focus on teaching Dusa a thing or two.
Fine, have it your way. But this little mouse better not cry when she gets her hands dirty.
Sniffles, I promise to try, Megara.
Just shut up and keep those fingers out of my face. Now let us begin.
Sighs heavily another damn batch of necromancers demanding permits to haunt the underworld. I swear, if one more of them starts an infernal dispute over proper procedure.
Rolls her eyes, spare me the dramatics. King of the dead. You just complaining because you can bully the souls into submission this time.
That's not the point. I have a realm to run efficiently and these bureaucratic nightmares keep clogging up my throne room with petty nonsense.
Entering Hades? Actually, I've been reviewing the soul transport manifests and we may need to adjust the distribution quotas in Tartarus. The asphodel fields are getting overcrowded.
Overcrowding? You call it overcrowding when you rake cramming souls into a realm of eternal darkness. How about you focus on the bigger picture, like stopping Zagreus from making a fool of himself trying to escape?
Glares at Megara that ass enough. Thanatos' concerns are valid and I expect his recommendations to be heard.
Thank you, Father. As I was saying, if we divert more souls to the river Styx, it would alleviate some of the congestion.
Very well. We'll reassess the allocations. Now get out of here, both of you, and let me deal with this necromancer paperwork. Glares at the stack.
Oh, poor baby has to deal with some actual work for once.
Megara, show some respect.
Interrupt silence, both of you. This is my throne room, and I want to have it turned into a debating club. Out.
The hell with that?
I get first dibs on that spoiled brat, Hades. He has mine to play with after all.
Wait your turn, sister. You think you're the only one who wants a piece of Zager's sweet ass. Silence. Both of you. We can have our precious prince running around like a free agent. I demand he has given to me for quality time.
Quality time? You mean torture sessions in your dungeon lair? No thanks.
Ha. You want to talk. Mega, your idea of fun is whipping out your sword and chopping up the furniture when you pissed off at Zagreus.
Enough. Appears abruptly, you three are acting like a bunch of bickering schoolgirls. Didn't you see this isn't about who gets to have Zagreus first? It asks about him leaving the house again.
Dear gods, what is all this commotion about? Enters the scene.
Megara, Electra, and Tisiphone are arguing over who gets to apprehend Zagreus if he attempts to escape again.
Ah, yes. My dear boy-ass constant escapes. It breaks my heart. Pets the Notto's hand.
Well, it seems like someone else is going to have to deal with the little prince, since you all are too busy playing peacemakers.
Enters the scene, smirking. What is all the fuss about? Did I miss an argument while I was out?
Sighs and shakes his head. This never ends.
Have you noticed Hypnos has been giving some questionable advice to the Shades lately?
Scott's, yeah. He has always had a neck for being clueless, but this time it has bordering on dangerous.
His incompetence is not surprising, given his lack of focus and responsibility. Still, we should put an end to his meddling before it causes real harm.
Ivy heard some Shades talking about seeking immortality after Hypnos told them it was possible. They dawned to realize the chaos that would unleash in the underworld.
Oh no! Immortal Shades! That is terrible! Hypnos should know better!
Yeah, and apparently he thinks the Styx flows with chocolate instead of blood now. Shades are actually trying to drink from it.
Growls, this is unacceptable. Megara, take a squad to Tartarus and stop this foolishness immediately.
On it, and if I see Hypnos down there, Ellie make sure he gets the sleep of the damned for once.
At least his advice won't do permanent damage, but we still need to set him straight before he hurts anyone further.
Hey, Charon, got a second? I am looking to make some new deals around here. Come on, men. We've been doing business for ages. Can I get a little discount on this stuff? Fine. How about you throw in a free oboe with that necromancer est home then? Hey, Charon. Any chance you could knock off a few obs on that latest shipment of souls?
Rates to prices.
I mean, come on, we go way back, Don Tiwi. I am your best customer after all. Fine, be that way, but I am sure there are other ways to do business down here.
Overhearing Zagreus. Leave the old Fairman alone. He is not some common shopkeeper.
You think you can bully me with your gaze?
Oh, I am not threatening anyone, just stating facts, and maybe offering a little incentive.
Appearing what is going on here.
Karen wanted to give Zagreus a discount.
Family business as usual. Well, perhaps a word with you later, brother.
Megara, I need to ask you something about our past.
What now? You really going there? Aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Look, when we,
Fucked like rabbits in heat. Yeah, I remember. It was fun while it lasted, but that's over. Done.
Okay, maybe fucked wasn't the best choice of words.
What would you call it then? Prince Charming. Made passionate love, please.
Entering. Zagreus, what is going on here?
Megara and I were just reminiscing about old times.
Old times, my ass. We had a thing. Yeah, but it ass long over. You can go around poking at dead embers.
Megara.
Interrupting. No, Thanatos. It ass fine. Zagreus needs to move on and stop torturing himself with what-ifs.
Smirking. Torturing myself. Nah. I am just trying to understand my history before I try this escape thing again.
History? Huh. Well, don't go reading too much into it. We had fun, sure, but we were both young and stupid back then. It doesn't mean a damn thing now.
Alright. Listen up, everyone. I know it is weird, but there is this thing called video games back on the surface. It is like a simulation of life.
Skeptical. A simulation of life? How quaint, and what purpose does it serve?
Well, for one, they're really super addictive. Like, you get sucked into this digital world and forget about everything else.
Raising an eyebrow. Fascinating. So it is like a form of self-induced purgatory.
Ha. Yeah, something like that. And the graphics are insane. They can make characters look almost real.
Real enough to deceive the soul. Perhaps. I am not sure I'd call that an improvement.
Fair point, bro. But the best part is the stories you can tell in these games. Epic quests, complex characters. It is like interactive art.
Wide-eye! Art? Really? That sounds amazing! What kind of stories?
Oh, all sorts. Dark fantasy, sci-fi, even dating sims. It really runs the gamut.
Unimpressed. I still don't see the appeal. In my day, Entertainment was far more substantial.
Yeah, well, Dad, times have changed, and trust me, once you get hooked on a good game, it is hard to tear yourself away.
Yonzo.
Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you both that Hypnos finally remembered his duty after a century of slumbering on the job.
Rolls her eyes well. That's a real brotherly moment there. Then,
Smirks slightly. Hey, someone has got to keep the underworld running while our dead broods. And Hypnos is getting better at it. Slowly.
Approaches gruffly enough, Chatter. Both of you. I trust my sons will do their part in maintaining order. Now, Thanatos. Return to Tartarus and make sure those souls aren't causing a ruckus while I am away dealing with this. Gestures to Zagreus.
Sighs heavily, yes. Father. Her. Where's my damn death book when I need it?
chuckles darkly. Well, at least Hypnos has an excuse for being a lazy sack of bones sometimes.
Raises an eyebrow. Hey now, yes, not that bad once you get to know him. Maybe we should throw him a wake-up party next time he dozes off on the job.
Give Zagreus a serious look, trust me. Boy, Hypnos wouldn't he appreciate it. Yes, more likely to turn the whole thing into a bad dream.
Hey bro, check this out. I've been recording some crazy shit in my death log.
What's so unusual about it? People die all the time. Hypnos.
Yeah. But these deaths are off the charts. Then, like, imagine a soul getting crushed by a falling chandelier, or getting impaled on a giant icicle. I mean, what kind of necromancer pulls that shit?
Sighs, you really need to get a life beyond your stupid book. Hypnos.
Hey, my book is fucking fascinating, and it is not like I have anything better to do, since you and Zagreus are too busy screwing around.
Interrupting, hold up. Hip, what kind of deaths did you record that are so wild? I am intrigued, even if you ray being a prick about it.
Well, there was this one soul who died by suffocation, but not from lack of air or anything. No, they choked on a never-ending flood of Styx water. Can you believe that shit?
Bones Hypnos. You ray disgusting.
Whoa, now that is some dark magic right there. I gotta see this log of yours.